Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a general spread for the collective highest good. So please take it how it resonates with you. Use discernment and trust your intuition. This is going to be a general spread for any sign. He can be a she. The rose is needed. All right, we're going to go ahead and see what's going on for the collective Holy Spirit regarding this reading today. All right, we have the gift and lovers on the split. Now, off camera, I didn't have a problem with these cards shuffling for me, but now they want to, let's see what's going on. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use discernment, trust your intuition. Reverse roles as needed. He can be a she can be a he. Imprisonment. So I noticed this lock doesn't have a key to it. So I heard this person is looking for the key to this lock so they can get out of this prison. This could be somebody they're asking for help. Or this could be somebody that's trying to help this person get out of this prison. It almost looks like this mouse is holding something in his hand. I don't know if you can see that. But it kind of looks like this mouse has it's not a key, but it may be something that this mouse can pick the lock with. I don't know. For some reason, I'm just seeing this mouse has something to pick the lock with to get this person out of jail. So it's like somebody could be confiding in someone. Someone could be willing to help this person. This could be like a spirit guide or an ancestor or something. That's talking to this person behind these bars. But for some reason with this, this being a mouse instead of like a bird or something, I'm getting that this person's trying to sneak away from something. So this could be like an informant or somebody's trying to break this person out or get this person out. But it's Seven of Swords energy coming with this for some reason. I'm getting Seven of Swords, like somebody's trying to sneak away from something by using somebody else to get them out. Oh, somebody's trying to get out of something by using somebody else to get them out. All right, take it how it resonates. What's the message? Somebody's going to use somebody else to get them out. It's like they're working with somebody else to get them out. So somebody could be locked up. They could be trying to get out of prison or jail, like literal sense. But they're trying to get somebody else to help them out or to get them out. Somebody needs help getting out of a situation. And it's like they can't go directly to the source to get out of this situation. They got to find another way. So there's somebody else that's trying to... Okay, let me say it like this. There's somebody else they are trying to get to help get them out because they don't want to go to the source to get out. They want to go through somebody else to get out. So it's almost like they're trying to make a deal or bargain or some type of, I don't know, but somebody's trying to go through somebody else to get them out. Out of what? I don't know. Somebody needs help to get out of a situation. They don't have anybody else to go to. So I'm getting the Mr. Jingles from the Green Mile when they had a mouse as a pet rat. This mouse came to whatever the prisoner's name was and became his best friend. But then this guard named Percy didn't like the mouse. So he tried to kill the mouse or catch the mouse to kill it. And they ended up locking Percy away for a little while to teach him a lesson. So somebody's locked up to be taught some type of lesson. They want to get out of this situation and not go through every step or everything they need to go through to be able to get out the right way. So they're trying to find a way to get out of something another way by using a third party to get them out. Or this already happened, okay? Look at that, the coffin. Somebody doesn't want to die in prison. They want to get out in order to see somebody again before they, pass away or whatever this is. And it's like they're trying to send a message. Because I saw, oh, there it is. I saw the message card before I shuffled. It's like somebody could be locked up and they can't get out. So they're trying to, that mouse could have been holding a pen or something, like something to write with, to take notes with. So it's like the person behind the bars is talking to the mouse. The mouse is going to give a message to somebody for this person, because this person is locked away for some reason. They can't get out. They can't go to the source, which could be the person they want to communicate with. So they're going to send a message to this person by somebody else, is what I'm getting. Because they themselves can't send this message directly to the source. So they have to go through somebody else to deliver this message. This is the rat that is giving me Seven of Swords energy. This is the person they're trying to get to go to somebody else. Because it feels like, okay, bear with me. They show me like a scene of a movie or some shit. But whoever gets the message is making this person believe they're going to deliver the message the way it's supposed to be delivered. But whoever they are talking with and trying to get help from is going to pretend to care about this person's needs. And they're going to take this person's request to the person they want to speak to and tell them what they said. But this person is going to misconstrue the message. They're not going to deliver the message the way it's supposed to be delivered. They're going to either add something to it or take something away from it to make it sound bad. So, for example, this person could be on their deathbed. They may be telling somebody to tell their child or somebody close to them to come and see them before they pass away. Or they could be in the hospital, but they're not really that bad off, but somebody else may make it sound like they're about to die. But really their condition isn't that bad. It's just something that they're going through, right? So it's almost like somebody's going to misconvey some information about a situation to make the other person feel like the other person's passing on or that they're moving on. So somebody wants to communicate with somebody. They're going to give a message of communication to somebody they trust to tell the person that they can't talk to a specific message. Whatever the message is, the person delivering the message is going to tell the message the wrong way to make somebody here move on. It's almost like a man wants to tell his best friend to tell his ex-girlfriend to wait for them, they're coming back. But the best friend tells the person that they told you to go ahead and move on. Like they're moving on with somebody else to get the person themselves. So the person they're confiding in wants the person they want. The person that's locked up who can't seem to get out of the situation, there's somebody else that's in their energy that wants to be with the person they can no longer be with. So it's like a best friend betraying their best friend, because the best friend wants the person that the best friend had. So it's almost like this person could have sought this person up to get the position they had, like steal their position. I don't know. This is a lot. I'm sorry. But somebody's going to tell somebody a situation that's not the case so they can end up taking that person's position, or this already happened. The false person could have told this masculine some things that made this masculine feel secure in the relationship, that caused this masculine to commit to this person. But the only reason they even made this commitment with this person was because they believed that this person was going to get them out of something. But instead, this person just made this person's life a living hell. So the place this masculine could be in right now could be like a living hell, because this person took advice from a rat that told this person, hey, you should see my friend. They are a very nice person. You should get together and y'all should, whatever the case may be. Somebody gave this person some bad advice and they took that advice and now they're in a place they want to get out of. They trusted the wrong people or the wrong person. See, there's that thief card. Somebody lied to this person about their life, made it sound like they had it all together, and if they were together as a couple, the two of them could be rich and successful. They promised this person something that they did not deliver. And now this person that's in this situation that wants to get out of this connection or whatever this is, they know now that this person lied to them to get them to do what they wanted them to do. This was a bad investment from the start. And maybe the mouse was the advisor of the person that's in prison, telling this person, you need to reconsider your decision about this person because I, as a rat, don't trust them. If a rat can't trust you, then you shouldn't trust the person the rat don't trust. But it's like this person went to somebody and somebody gave them bad advice, and then somebody else was giving them some good advice. This could be their higher self, their lower self. This could be their conscious, whatever. But there was a voice in this person's head that told them that dealing with this person would be a bad investment or a bad move. The person that got the advice did not adhere to the good advice they were being given by this third party, so they chose to invest nonetheless. Because the person they were investing with made it sound like the two of them together could have the world. So this person believed that making this investment will give them some kind of success. But they were lied to and deceived by this false person, and now they're in a place where they want to get out, or they can't get out. They're possibly going to end up passing away from whatever this is. I don't know. Take it how it resonates in the expectation card. This is not what they expected. So they went down this path expecting for something to become successful in this situation, but it didn't. They didn't receive the sudden wealth they thought they were going to get. Somebody here lied to this person to make them commit to a relationship, thinking he was going to be rich and famous. But the privileged lady that this person could have married, they could have had a child by this person, which caught them up in a cycle. Well, got them stuck in a situation because a child was born to the both of them. And that changed the path they were on, which was going the other way. So now they want to get out of this commitment, this marriage, and separate from this person before this person comes in and steals this person away from them. So your masculine feels like if they don't get out of the situation they're in and come towards you, that somebody else is going to take you away. And they don't want to lose you to somebody else. So they're going to send some type of communication through a third party to deliver you a message. I don't know what's going to be in the message or what it's going to be about for everybody, but for some of you, it's about this person confessing some things they did. Because if they are going to pass away very soon, they don't want to pass away with this on their conscience. So they kind of want to clear their conscience with you and tell you everything that happened so that you can move on with your life and not think about them anymore. It's like they're trying to give you some kind of closure so that you can move on with your life, because they know that wherever they are, they can't get out. They have to stay in that situation they're in. There's no way out of it, right? That's how they feel. So since there's no way out of the situation and there's no way you guys can come back together, they feel like if they can't do anything else but tell you what really happened, that you can move on with your life. Because now they feel like you're not moving on with your life because you're expecting for them to come back in some type of way. And for some of them, they can't come back from where they are, because wherever they are, there's a commitment on the table that can't be broken. Or there was a commitment that was made that was not kept. And when this person didn't honor their commitment, they lost their position. Now somebody else is going to fill their position. So there's going to be somebody else coming in to take this person's place and possibly marry the person they lost. And they may feel like that's what needs to happen for you to be able to get closure and move on. So for some of you, you know, this masculine regrets what they did, and there's nothing they can do to change the way things is or the way things are. And they know that there's nothing they can do to get you back because they're bound to somebody else, right? So for some of them, they feel like the right thing to do is to send you some kind of communication, to give you some kind of closure so you can release this connection, so you can move on with your life and find somebody else. And maybe you're not expecting that from this person. Maybe you wouldn't expect this person to tell you something like that, or feel that way about the situation. You may be expecting for them to tell you something else, and you may not get the news you're expecting. You may hear something different. Take it how it resonates. All right, let's clarify. What is this message? It's like they want to give you some kind of closure so you can move on. Or if it's not the person that wants to give you closure, it's like somebody is giving them advice to give you some kind of closure so you can move on. Because they've been doing something to keep you from being able to move forward. But now they know they can't leave a situation behind. They have to stay in the situation they're in. And for some of them, they want to see you happy again or know that you're living your life again. It doesn't make them happy to say or feel this way, but they feel like if they get this off their chest, that maybe it'll bring them some kind of relief or lighten their load. So it's like they don't want to pass away with this guilt in their heart or these unexpressed emotions, whatever this is. They want to get it off their chest so they can move on, so you can move on, or so you guys can work things out and get back together. Take it how it resonates. What's the message? 8 of Wands in reverse. There's that communication that they want to send you, but for some reason the communication between the two of you has been cut off. So they can't communicate to you directly, so there may be a third party that's going to be communicating on their behalf to send you some kind of message. Ace of Pentacles, wow. And the Two of Swords. Somebody could also be faced with a decision they have to make about certain things or a certain situation. Maybe it's causing you some kind of confusion. Maybe it's time for you to decide which path you want to take. Somebody has a choice to make about which path they want to take, right? Which direction do you want to go? Because now at this point, if you were expecting for a person from the past to return back to you, because this could be some type of soulmate relationship, divine counterpart, whatever, whoever that person is to you is not able to return back to you because this person is in a contractual agreement with somebody else. Whatever agreement they agreed to, whatever assignment they accepted, whatever path they decided to take, whatever person they chose to marry, they're in some kind of binding contract. I feel like it's bounded by some kind of spell work that can't be broken. It's a binding spell that's on this person that can't seem to be broken. For some of them, what is binding them to this third party is a child. There's a child between the two of them that's keeping this person bound to this situation. They can't just leave this person behind and move on because every time they move on, something's wrong with the child. The child needs their mother. The child needs their father. The child needs you, whatever the case may be. So somebody goes back to the situation because they feel bound to that situation. All right, somebody got some bad advice. Somebody made a bad deal. Choices, 7 of Cups reversed or sideways, and the 7 of Swords. I can't make this shit up. Whoever this person is chose a path that led them to a bad situation. It's like they invested a lot of time and money into this situation, thinking that it was going to give them a return on their investment, and it did not. What ended up happening to this person, unknowingly, it feels like they bound themselves to a third party that lied to them or deceived them into thinking that they would be a better option. So they were deceived by someone here to think that they were the better option or this was the right thing to do. Somebody could have told this person, if you have a child with this woman, you should marry this person and make them like legitimately your wife and raise your child together in the same environment. You shouldn't be an absent parent. You should stay with your family, this type of shit. Even though this person wasn't happy with the person they had this child with, they felt like it was the right choice to make because for someone here, they received advice from a higher power, or I was going to say like a mother figure or a father figure that gave them this advice, and this person took their advice and they did what they were told to do, and now they're in the situation they want to get out of and they can't. They're bound to the situation. They want to get out of it, but they can't. for some reason. They feel like they are stuck. So they want to send some kind of message to you to let you know, I heard they're not coming back. This person's not coming back. And they're trying to find another way around it so they can try to come back anyway. But it's like I said, Seven of Swords. Somebody's trying to be strategic here, trying to leave a situation behind, but they're not going to go about it the right way. They're not going to go to the courthouse and get a divorce. They're not going to go to the judge and divide up the assets. They're going to try to steal everything they have from this person and sneak away from the situation. But I feel like whoever's trying to sneak away from this other person is going to get caught. And if they get caught trying to sneak away from this, whatever this is, something bad is going to happen to them. Because they're in something for life. They committed themselves to some type of organization or some type of situation that they're bound to for life. There's no way out of it. Once you get in, you stay in. There's no getting out. But they want to get out. They're tired of being in this situation. They want to get away from these people. So the only way to escape this is to sneak away from this. So they're trying to get somebody to help them free them from this, like break them out of this. It's like somebody trying to break out of jail or break out of a situation, but I feel like they're going to get caught. There's no getting out. I don't know what this is. Somebody's trying to sabotage something here. Create some kind of illusion for somebody here. Somebody's under some type of illusion spell, or they were. Somebody put a spell on somebody. Created this false illusion of a fantastic life, a happy life, a life of success and wealth. That's what they thought they were getting into. But whatever this is they got into was not what they were expecting. They were expecting for something else to come from it, but it didn't. So now that they're not getting what they were expecting to receive from this situation, they want to get away from it. But they have to go about it the right way. They don't want to go to the courthouse and do it the right way. They don't want to face this person they have to face. They don't want to face somebody. I don't know what this is. But they're going to end up going to jail. Somebody's going to jail. Okay? 8 of Cups. Somebody's trying to get out of the situation, but they're trying not to get caught up in anything that's going to make them have to pay a high price or some type of, I don't know what this is. This is like secret society, magic, dark spells. This is somebody in a group of people that does magic and they make money off of whatever this is they do. A lot of people have gotten paid a lot of money dealing with this situation, or whoever this is making a lot of money from doing this. And they have so many people under this illusion spell working for them. And they're getting rich off of these people's energy. It's like they hire these people that are young and immature or naive or don't know anything about anything. They teach them a few tricks. And they make it look like if they, join the group, they will learn more tricks of the trade or whatever this is. And the more they learn, the more they'll be able to gain. So there was some kind of knowledge passed down to some students of some sort that were taught by this high priestess-like energy, certain spells to manifest money. So whoever this was thought they were investing in a situation with the person that knew how to manifest money. But this person was into other types of magic besides manifestation spells for money. They also did love spells, confusion spells, death spells, rituals, all type of other things this person did not know about. So somebody got involved with a group of people that does other types of magic besides money spells, and this person didn't know this group was like this, and now they know they're doing other types of spell work on other people. They want to get out of this group. They don't want to be a part of this group anymore. They want to leave it behind and free themselves before they get caught and go to jail. So the thing is, there's some kind of investigation here over a group of people. Something about this group of people seems very suspicious to me. There's illegal activities or something going on within this group. Somebody here knows everything that goes on behind the scenes. And it's like, if this person leaves this group, they can expose everybody in this group and everybody can go to jail. So in order for that to keep from happening, this person can't just leave without jeopardizing their life. So either they're going to leave the group themselves, or they're going to send information to somebody who can do the work on the outside to like send help to get them out. This is like an SOS message. So here's the thing. I know it's a lot. Somebody wants to get help, but they can't go directly to the source with the information they have. They have to send somebody else to a judge or somebody of higher power that can send help to get them out, right? Like going to God and praying for somebody to be saved from a situation. Somebody could be praying for somebody to be delivered from something. If you are praying for somebody to be delivered from something, it looks like your prayers may be answered. But this person that you're praying for may not receive the messages. I don't know how to make this make sense. I don't know. Somebody you walked away from is dealing with a situation they want to get away from. But they can't just walk away from these people. They can't. If they just try to walk away from these people, it can cost them their life. So they're trying to find a better way to escape this mental prison or this organization. They plan on exposing these people when they do get away from them to give themselves some kind of immunity. I don't know. This is a lot. Let's get something else. Somebody here has a lot of information about somebody here. And if this information they have gets out, then somebody here can end up going to jail for a crime they did not commit. I feel like somebody here could be innocent of what they're being charged with, but they're being made to look like the bad guy. It's like somebody's trying to set somebody else up to take the fall for something they didn't do. And they want to try to get away from it and like leave like evidence. I don't know. Look at that, the 7 of Wands. What is this about? Because y'all are trying to... 5 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Pentacles. Somebody's sad and depressed. 2 of Swords twice. 6 of Pentacles wanted to come out. Somebody's facing some really serious charges, dealing with the law. And if they don't clear their name and get vindicated from something, then they may end up going away for a very long time. And I don't feel like they're the one that's doing whatever this is. I just feel like they're the fall guy for this person's plan so they can get away. I don't know. Ace of Cups, 3 of Swords, the Lovers, Judgment, Tower. Yeah, so this is like a really... This is a really fucked up situation for somebody, because whoever this person is dealing with is like a very powerful person. They have a lot of connection with a lot of people, and they can do anything to anybody and get away with it. So this feels like an official person of the law, a judge or somebody in a high position that can kind of like send people to prison without any evidence and get away with it, but they're working for somebody else. So for example, let's just say it's a judge. A judge that sits on the bench that sends people to prison for things they didn't do for whatever reason. They may get paid by somebody to sentence somebody to life in prison, even though the evidence doesn't support the case. But if you can't afford a lawyer or like defend yourself in court, you don't stand a chance to win. So it feels like a corrupt judge system. Judge who sends people to prison for extended periods of time without proof or evidence of any type of illegal activities, but it all comes from somebody they're working with that tells them who to put away and who to save. So if you're working for this group and you get caught with drugs, you don't go to jail because you are affiliated with this group of people. But if you're not a member of this group and you have a charge against you for running a red light, but yet you're going to jail for something else, whoever the judge is working for gets orders from the judge to sentence people with like no real crime committed to long periods in prison. And it's because of their ranking. Like, I don't know how to make that shit make sense. Somebody's working with a third party, and I don't know what the connection is, but I'm getting some type of illegal corrupted system. The judge is the person that is corrupt. The judge will misjudge people based on false information, send them away for a long time, and they get paid from somebody else to do this type of work. So they send people to prison based on false charges, but they are being told to do this to people because they work for a certain government. And if you get caught up with one of these people and you don't have a record of some sort, they kind of plant information on you to make you look guilty for something you didn't do. I don't know what the hell they talking about, because what we're not going to do is confuse me. Take it how it resonates. Why am I getting this? Some kind of corrupt system is coming down to bring balance and order back into a situation. So this is the judge that is judging two people. Somebody here is not guilty of anything, but they're being blamed for something they didn't do. And instead of giving this person the fair judgment they deserve, they punish this person, and this person gets away with whatever crime they commit. Somebody did not know that they were involved with a group of people that does this type of shit. So it's like now they want to get away from these people. They want to go away from this group or leave this group behind. But in order for them to leave this group or this family, this situation, they have to go before a judge. But it's like they know if they go before the judge is not going to rule in their favor because of the affiliations this person has with this group. So they can't prove their case in court because they're going to be found guilty no matter what. They can't prove themselves to be innocent, and they may be innocent in something. So since they know they can't get out of jail because the judge is corrupted and they're working for the same people, they're trying to find another way to get out before they have to go to court and face all these charges they didn't do. So somebody's being blamed for something they didn't do, and they know if they go to court, the court is going to give them time for something they didn't do. They don't have the money for a lawyer, whatever, but they're trying to escape this life sentence on their life before they have to face this judge. Because if they have to go before the judge is going to give them life in prison. But if they can get out before they go to court, then they can get away scot-free. Somebody's trying to get out of something scot-free, but they're not necessarily innocent. They did do something wrong here, but they didn't do what they've been accused of. So they don't want to take the fall for somebody else and face charges they didn't do and go to jail for a long time, because that's going to cause them to lose out on a romance of a lifetime. So let me just say it like this, because I have the Lovers here. I know that was a lot, but there's somebody here that's facing some type of serious time for something they did do, but they're not guilty of all the charges against them. They were set up by a group of people to take the fall for something they didn't do. But they know if they go before the order of the courts, they're going to be found guilty. Look at all these books stacked up on this side and look on this person's side. So basically, They're being charged for all these crimes they didn't commit, and this person's not being charged with anything. But this is the person that's guilty, and this is the person that's innocent. But the judge is going to find them guilty and honor this person, and that's not the right choice. That's the wrong choice. That's not the innocent person, or that's not the person who deserves to be receiving this time. So for you, collective, somebody tried to say that you were the cause of their downfall, that it was you that created this mess for them to have to clean up. So they're blaming you for something you did not do. All you did was come into this person's life to teach them how to love. And instead of this person accepting your offer of love, they chose someone else that convinced them that you were the bad person here, that you were the one causing all the chaos in their life, that you were the one doing all the spell work and dark magic over their finances. This person's person blamed you for everything they're going through. And at one point, your person believed that it was you that was causing this destruction in their life because they assumed that you were upset with them because they broke your heart. So they figured that whatever they were being told by this third party was all true because it made sense. But when they realized that it was not true, that you were being falsely accused of doing these things to them, and that it was the person they were with that was doing them, now they're wanting to get out of the situation and come back to you. But they've already made some kind of agreement to be with this person in some type of way. So they can't just walk away without losing everything. So somebody told this masculine that this feminine energy was doing dark magic over their finances, causing chaos and drama in their life because they were supposedly jealous of you or this person being with somebody else. And this person believed the lies they were being told by this person. And they agreed to work with this person to do things to you to get you to stop doing things to them. So this masculine did engage in spell work as well with the third party because they were led to believe that you were sending dark magic to them. So they either went together to another person, a practitioner, paid the practitioner so much money to break the connection between the two of you so they can be in union with this person. That was something they were lied to do, because if they had known the truth before they made that agreement, they would have never agreed to do that in the first place. They would have stayed where they were. But they were convinced by somebody or other people to do this versus that. And that's where they fucked up. Because they had spiritual insight too to see the truth, but they chose to ignore their intuition. And they went down the path that seemed less resistant or easier to accomplish. So they made a choice to walk away from this to be with somebody else because they were told that, or led to believe that it would be a better opportunity for them to become what they wanted to be. And you walked away. And when you walked away, everything started happening. And now they're trying to say that it's you that's doing this to them. But this is the third party trying to convince this person that it's still you doing this to them, but it's not you. This is all happening to this person because they made the wrong choice here. They chose to go the other way. They also chose to betray the divine feminine in this reading for a third party energy. Even though they were lied to or made to believe that there was something you were doing to them first, if they had used their intuition, they would have realized that you would not do the things you've been accused of doing, that you don't have to do these things to get what you want. This person knew you from the beginning that you were not this kind of way, but they let somebody convince them that you were, and then that caused chaos and conflict. They chose to work with these third parties to do things to you to get you to stop, but really you were not even doing anything to them. But they thought it was you. So they tried to work against you with this other person to make you stop, just to find out later that it was never you that was doing spell work on them, that it was always the person they were already with. So they're facing some kind of charges for what they did to you regarding some kind of spell work or magic they were doing to you to make you feel some type of way about yourself so you can move on. So basically, whoever you are, collective, this information is going to help you be able to move on. Them confessing to you what they did is going to help you be able to move on from this. Okay? It's going to give you the strength to move on from this, because then you're going to know everything you need to know about what had happened to get the closure you need to move on. So this is going to bring some kind of closure so you can move on and be happy again. All right? Yeah. I know that was a lot, but this third party was working with your masculine to come up against you by telling your masculine, or this masculine lies about you, told this person you were doing spells on them, love magic and all this type of stuff. Maybe you are spiritual in some regard. Maybe you do work with magic, but I don't feel like you were doing anything to this person. But they were led to think otherwise. And so they worked against you with a third party to cause this separation. And now you're about to meet somebody new that's going to be a new soulmate counterpart, because they're taking your person's place. They can't come back from what they did. And they want to confess before it's too late. Not in hopes of getting you back, but in order for you to be able to close out this cycle and move on with your life. They did betray you. Yeah, they betrayed you with a third party. There's an Emperor. There's the Queen of Cups. Ten of Swords. So they betrayed you, and they, allowed their pride and ego convince them that you were the one doing spells on them, because you were jealous of their connection with somebody else. And I don't feel like you were doing anything to this person at all. Once you decided to walk away from this person, bad things started happening. And the connection that they made to associate why this was going on was through you, because they knew you were spiritual or into certain things. And it made sense to them to blame you for everything than to look at the person right in front of them. Okay, so this is where it all ends, is what I heard. This is how it all ends. Surrendering to the divine, which you already did. You did it for yourself. You released this person and you forgave yourself. You realized this person was under some kind of spell work by a third party. You knew this person was being controlled and manipulated by somebody else. And you knew that the longer you stayed with this person, the more hurt you were going to be. So you decided to do it for yourself. And you ended this relationship. You closed out this cycle. You walked away from this person, even though it was a soulmate, counterpart, divine union, whatever it was supposed to be. You made the tough decision to walk away from your love. And you decided to love yourself. Because you realized you didn't need anybody to fix you. Because there was nothing wrong with you. There was something wrong with them. And whatever was going on with you, you decided to work on it and you fixed yourself. So now you're in a healed place. And now you know your worth. And now you know what you deserve. And so you're willingly moving forward on your path without this person, knowing that there's going to be something better for you out there elsewhere. Okay? You slay all your demons. Maybe you feel nostalgic a little bit about this person, but I feel like you're going to be able to still accept the ending of this cycle. And I feel like you're going to end up choosing to love yourself more. And I do feel like you're going to have a conversation with somebody close to this person or them directly about everything that happened. That's going to help you put all the pieces together and give you the closure you need. Something like that. Spirit is saying to think before you judge. And how was that for a happily ever after? All right. So this is how the story ends, is what I'm getting. This is how this love story ends for some of you guys. All right, is what I'm getting. Let's pull a few tarot just to wrap it up. And we're going to end it there. This is how the story ends for some of you guys. You know, somebody's a kitchen witch. They were the one that was doing the spell work the whole time, but your person couldn't see the truth at first. But now they realize that it was never you that caused all this chaos in their life, that it was the person they actually chose to be with that was doing this to them and to you. And they feel bad because they didn't know at first, that this person was into this kind of magic. They thought this person was only into manifestation for wealth and success, maybe even sex magic for some, but they didn't know that it was this extreme. This person became obsessed with you so much that they started doing other things that this person did not approve of. But they had already done so much before that they couldn't just up and... So when they realized how much more this person was involved in magic than they really were, when they realized how much more they were into than what they thought, they couldn't leave at that point because they had already gotten their hands dirty. They were also dirty or involved in something too that they just couldn't walk away from, or they would go to jail. So it's like this person threatened to send this person to game over. Uno reverse. The magic didn't work. But let me wrap it up. This person was already involved too deep with this person when they realized the truth. And it's like they're still just as guilty for something they did. Maybe it's not to the extent this person did, but they still did something they need to pay back. And it's like they know they have to do this because they did do something bad to you. So they don't get away scot-free the way you expect. They are going to have to pay back some type of karma they caused for doing what they did to you, right? So game over is the end of this love story. Game over is how this is going to end for some of you. Hopefully this person won't lose their life because the karmic, tries to do something bad to them, for stopping them from leaving, whatever. Hopefully it won't turn out that way for everybody or for some of you, but for some of you, it's going to end in a life being taken away. It's like somebody could have been doing death spells over your family. They could have been doing death spells over you. And they may have even caused you to feel like you wanted to end your life at some point. And maybe you almost did, but you came back. So the same magic they put out there is going to be the same magic they're going to get back. Like the same thing they put on you, they're going to receive it back. Game over. So they played a game and they won a child's prize. Like they didn't get the prize they were expecting. They were expecting for this to end bad for you, but it's going to end bad for them, it looks like, instead. So I just heard make your peace with this, whatever this is, because it could be some news or information you may receive about this person that may not be good news for everybody. And you may have to attend somebody's passing over, homecoming, whatever you want to call it. But you don't have to go to this homecoming if you don't want to get closure, is what I heard. But for some of you, you may feel like you need to go to it to get closure. I don't know. But it's going to bring balance back into the situation for both of you. The debt will be paid off in full and both parties will be able to move on. Okay. Yeah. Balance, justice is restored. They say, look over to your right. Balance, justice is being restored. Justice is being served. So whatever they did, they're getting their karma for it. And they're going to be punished for what they did. Some of them did some really bad things. Some of them didn't do as bad, but they still did something wrong. And they have to pay back what they owe. For some of them, the redemption will be simply apologizing and confessing. And for some of them, it's a death confession. Like on their deathbed, this is their last wish before they pass, is to say these things to you, to get things off their chest. So I just feel like somebody's writing down somebody's last words and you're going to receive it in a message. And this letter is going to tell you everything about what was done so you can close out this cycle and move on. All right. That's it. Anything else? Ten of Cups and the Magician. The Moon card, the Eight of Swords, and the Page of Cups. This may be their last confession. This is somebody's last confession. This is the last time you're going to hear from this person for some of you, or it may be the last time you hear from this person again. These are their final words. I don't know. This is giving me a really bad feeling, but Spirit is also saying to release your guilt. Release your guilt. Somebody wants to clear their conscience and release their guilt. That's why they're coming clean about everything. Seven of Pentacles. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Somebody's going to confess something to release the guilt. They don't want to pass away with this on their chest. They don't want to leave things the way they are. They want to kind of clear the air and balance out the situation. All right, that's what I have. Thank you for watching. Love and light to you all. Namaste.